Welcome back, everyone, to Theater Plays. Now we gotta get underwater, yins.
Water levels suck.
Yeah.
The water levels of Kingdom Hearts made me want to cut my eyeballs out.
Like Tarzan's World.
Tarzan's World wasn't underwater?
No, it was still an awful one.
It was awful, but I would argue that Under the Sea was worse. Or Atlantica was worse.
Yeah. Look, Stubby.
I'm going to
Why
say...
does gravity affect you here, Stubby?
In most of my experience, I think the only real water levels I'm not against are the ones in Mario 64.
See, I would argue the water levels are worse in this game, like in the Reignited trilogy than the original, because you didn't really float around so much. Like I'm not saying you have like perfect control, but it wasn't as slippery.
All in all, though, water levels are not usually the most desired level.
No. But what's worse, water or ice levels?
Ice levels can fuck themselves into the ground with a spike.
That's a really tough one for me. On one hand, like most water levels I play, they aren't bad, but then you get like New Super Mario Bros. Water levels are never fun.
I think the best way to look at it is that water levels can suck because they're different. Because it's a different control style.
But ice levels are just a pain in the ass
But
because of ice physics.
Yeah, ice levels take what you already have and make it worse.
See, like...
96 gems.
I said about 100.
I'm actually gonna go with water levels on this. Like, ice levels, yeah, ice physics are really annoying. But I feel like I can overcome that single challenge over overcoming a lot of what water levels can offer. Because, like, in 2D games, some of the water levels, like, again, like I said, New Super Mario Bros. Games, the water levels are just annoying. And then in some 3D games, you also have to start worrying about the camera as well. So...
This is true.
I'm gonna go with water levels. I'm gonna say I dislike water levels a little more than I dislike ice levels.
Not overly fun.
However, I will say that both can have very nice aesthetics.
Oh yeah, like, the aesthetics are, like, immaculate, but, like...
From a gameplay perspective, less
Yeah.
so.
No, and it's like, I get wanting to have different sort of areas for your game. Like, I'm gonna go back to Kingdom Hearts as an example, which, hint, might be the next thing we play after Spyro.
Ooh.
But, because I figured taking another break before I play Resident Evil 7. But, like, especially with Kingdom Hearts, like, I understand the desire to have something that's more different, because a lot of it is just, you know, you're going to a world and you're running around and that's your thing. And Atlantica's the same, but, like, it's all with the underwater physics, but it makes it that much harder because you're essentially having to relearn how to play it for one level.
Yeah.
And I don't like that with stuff. Like, maybe it's just because, like, I have some issues with, like, OCD and, like, anxiety knowing how to do stuff, but, like, I don't like the fact that they thought that that was, like, a good idea. Mostly because then it's like, well, if you have people who are just trying to enjoy the stuff of the game, like, and you know what? Okay. Kingdom Hearts isn't, like, the most difficult game in the world, but it is, like, very frustrating sometimes. And, like, the fact that it's, like, you're already having to do, like, so much shit, and then to have to, like, relearn how to play the game, like, halfway through is just frustrating.
It's relearning like how you don't even have all of your usual tools.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your defensive commands are actually worthless. I don't know why it took me forever to find that egg. I do it. Yeah, now we're done this hub world.
Neat.
So first thing I'm gonna do.
Are we recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought we weren't for a sec.
No comment.
No, please, Matthew. Come on.
we wouldn't be really playing much if we were recording,
The
were we?
sorceress has a real prize on her hands here.
I'm gonna get our Yeti friend now.
Dozen Rhinox to capture this dim-witted furball, so you better believe he's not going to get out cheap.
You don't learn, do you? You let 2 out already. They didn't exactly appreciate you, and you're. Okay, take 1,000
All this
gems.
money, Spyro. It's not just lying around on
You
the
really
ground,
just
is
don't
it?
look, do you?
Is it? Ah, what do I care?
Seriously,
It's
we're
mine
paying
now.
to free this guy?
Yeah.
Jackass.
Look at that big hunk of ice.
The first rejuvenating breath of freedom. With the humility of a wounded sparrow, I genuflect to my noble deliverer.
No, that's the obnoxious kid who used a fucking what is that? Thesaurus to do a paper.
Avaricious, duplicitous, larcenous, ursine.
Now hold on.
Well, I think the idea was more just.
Ah!
Yeah, I think the idea was more that because people will typically associate Yetis as like dumb brutes. They wanted to make. He wasn't clever, but they wanted to make him more than that. They made him well
Refined?
Yes, well spoken and intelligent.
Yeah.
I like that. Also, he just laid the smackdown on Moneybags there, and I'm pretty sure that's probably, if I'm going to say on your behalf, maybe one of the more satisfying points of this game.
Oh yeah, it's always fun seeing Moneybags get his ass beaten.
Yeah.
There we go.
11 yens I can reach.
Les memes.
Yeah, and once we have Bentley, once we finish Bentley's level though, then we'll be going back to the previous area.
I will gladly help you on your quest.
Because there's a Bentley segment, and the Panda level, and the Sparks
I'm
level.
afraid he may have gotten himself into trouble during my
I think Sparks should get his own level.
He is getting his own level. Even 4 in this game. I should probably feel about this camera really well. Over the shoulder for a melee character.
Yeah, not much peripheral vision on this one, is there?
Especially with that big big. Does he have that squash and stretch that he used to? Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't give you much to look at, like, on one side of you. Like, there was a glass over there, there was a vase over there. Yeah, like,
Yeah, I don't
you
like
got a
this
lot
level
of view
design,
from the
Jesus
left side,
Christ.
but
In the original, it was just it was the same as Spyro, like right behind Bentley.
this is a very awkward camera angle. Don't think I like it all that much.
And to be fair, we don't spend a lot of time with Bentley. I think he's got.
There's a rabbit over there if you need to kill it.
Yeah, we need to kill the rabbit.
I think he's a refreshing looking character, though.
Yeah, I like his design.
Pun entirely intended.
Yes, I know.
Wait, you can't jump up there?
No, Bentley has a very short hop.
So how are you supposed to get it?
If you
Later
use your
level.
spin move to deflect the snowball,
Yeah, what was I gonna say?
I'm not entirely sure.
Something about butts.
It was not about butts. Stop eating the butterflies, kids. It's not good for dragons. God damn it. See, I misjudged that distance. Yeah, Bentley in the original game, it was right behind him like Spyro, so you didn't have that kind of awkward view. I guess with his size, it was going to be kind of awkward anyway, but it's not as awkward when, you know, because all of that information, the information to whoever's right is just as valid as stuff on his left in this game.
I can tell so far.
Also, this is how you get those gems. I swear these guys are move faster than the original too.
You missed a gem.
Right, because Sparks is gone.
Dorks is right beside you. Or he was right beside you.
No, he's gone.
He...
Sparks, you want to grab that? I'm down here.
No.
No, you don't go get it.
Sparks, why do you suck?
He's lazy.
I feel that.
This is as fast. This is as fast as Bentley moves. There's no option to speed it up.
One can't run, the other can't fly.
I would rather take the one that can't fly, right? When it comes to covering ground. Because I think Sheila moves a slightly faster pace, and Sergeant can fly at least, so we can circumvent the environment.
Yeah.
You want to throw another snowball, and I don't have to talk to you?
Great.
You just say great, you can cause an avalanche with this one. Kid, just no.
Mutual death and destruction.
Yeah. Charlie.
Charlie.
It's a good thing you're in a cutscene. The little dragon eye would have smacked you for that.
Yeah, I'm enjoying moonwalking.
I don't enjoy when a baby that was just born understands what moonwalking is. There's so much more to his career than just that. But yeah, I think we talked about this before, and it's just long story short. Just art is good.
Artists are not good sometimes.
Yes. Yes. But I have more yams to get. Oh sure, so you're working well with Bentley Sparks, but you're not going to work with Spyro that well?
Stupid dragonfly. He needs to get his shit together.
Clubbing seal's not nice. Don't do that.
That was a circus seal. Is the design any different?
Yes.
Yes, it is different.
No.
Everyone's trained by clowns. It is a corrupted seal. Is this acceptable?
Yes. Especially because I'm terrified of clowns.
Otherwise, I really don't want to cover the level of that with Bentley. Jenny? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that's good. Alright, small brother
Thanks, bro.
character.
Here's a little something for your rock collection.
That doesn't look like a rock in a way yet.
That's an egg.
Mario hand strikes again. Oh, because Bentley just kind of like floated through the portal. I think in the original they just kind of cut to black whenever a friend entered the portal. Unless there's a cutscene. I don't think there's a cutscene. No, just Spyro looking possessed for a brief moment there.
My favorite flavor of Spyro.
Possessed dragon.
Yes. But you know what else is my favorite flavor?
Is the next episode 3 of Place?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, see everybody in the midday gardens when you clean up that world's messes.
Yeah.